One of these times I'm going to throw the football up too high. It's going to hit the damn fan up here. Well, good evening, good people, and Eagle fans, and 49er fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. The NFL Season 5, which started, of course, with an overtime loss by, oh my God, Sean McVay. You know, it's funny because people said, boy, you tied. How you feel about having a tie? Well, I'm betting that I feel a lot better about having a tie than the Rams do about having a loss. And unfortunately, football is a tough sport. Football is literally a war of attrition. And when you play that extra quarter, it's just a lot of wear and tear. We got 13 people on the injury report. Our offensive line is completely decimated, okay? We got, oh God, Cooper Beebe was the first one to go down. Then Tyler Booker. Then Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith now. Four guys on the offensive line. Tyler Smith has got tendonitis. I think he'll probably play tomorrow. Fortunately, we actually have depth for once on the offensive line. We're not calling up the Jason Peters and things. We got Big Nate. And Big Nate, the good thing about Big Nate is he got preseason experience at least while Tyler Guyton was injured during camp. And I have to say, hear me now. This is going to sound crazy, but what we're going through right now is not necessarily the worst thing. Okay? You're like, what are you talking about? Our team is beat up. You don't have all your players on the field. You're talking about, it's a good thing? How can it be a good thing? Are you crazy, Mark? Yeah, actually, that was my nickname in college, Crazy Mark. My wife will attest to that. Isn't that right, honey? True. See? True. Crazy Mark. That's why it took me 18 years to finally wear her down, finally get her used to my craziness. But here's the thing. Right now, you got the Jets, you got Carolina, you got the Commanders, I believe the Raiders. Is it the Raiders? I can't remember who else it is. But you have an opportunity, and I'm not trying to say that the Cowboys are a good team, that we're better than Carolina or the Jets, because right now, all of us are down in the basement. But I believe that the Cowboys, with Dak Prescott, that having a quarterback means everything. Okay? It means everything. And all you Dak haters, man, if you listen to George Pickens, it says, I don't understand why he gets all the hate. The guy plays good. He's the quarterback of the Cowboys. He's a good person. I don't get it. I don't get it either. But be that as it may. Right now, you have a chance in those games, even hurt. But what you're getting right now is you're getting a guy like Brock Hoffman, and you're getting a guy like Big Nate. You're getting, starting first for guard. I keep having these brain farts. I don't know if I've been doing too much or I'm just getting old. But these younger guys, and getting George Pickens of having to be the number one, these guys are getting experience. And see, here's the thing. We're not losing guys for the season. If you lose CeeDee Lamb is back practicing. And, maybe he's back next week. Same thing with Tyler Smith. Tyler Guyton is in concussion protocol. These are a couple of week injuries. These aren't like the season enders. When a guy tears his ACL, like Tariq Hill, that's an injury that just keeps on giving for the whole season. But the injuries we've sustained, for the most part, like soft tissue injuries, that will heal in a matter of weeks. And here's what you get. After we go through the softer underbelly of our season, when we start looking at the tougher part of it, you now get those guys back. They get back. And you have them back in the fold. But on top of that, you have these other guys who now have had experience on how to play. And having those guys that you can use them to help spell some of the other players and be in better shape as the season goes on. And here's another good piece of news too for you. And this is what I told you guys. I told you guys this 6 months ago. From the time I saw DeMarvion Overshown when he was doing the Texas two-step or whatever it was, and seeing him move the way he was, I said, he's further along on that recovery. He's way further along on that recovery because you saw him there, moving and seeing him working out. And I told you guys, when I saw him working on the bands and doing side-to-side motion, that means there's stability in the knee. It's one thing when you use the bands and you're going straight ahead. It's easy on your knees when you're going straight ahead. But when you start being able to, without a knee brace, working side to side with the bands, that's putting lateral stress or side to side stress on the joint, which is telling me that sucker is in place. And I've been saying, when they said, maybe by Thanksgiving, I kept saying, he's going to be back sooner. And it was announced that, hey, he's progressing faster than they thought on the recovery. And they're moving the timeline up sooner. Now, we don't know how far along they're moving it up, but I told you, don't be surprised if you see him by the end of October back on the field. Now, of course, my big hope is that when he does get back on the field, he is truly recovered. Because when you're a football player, you want to be out there fighting with your teammates, no matter what. You are never that injured. I can go, coach. I can go. Dudes, I played without an ACL a few weeks after hurting it. 2.5 weeks after actually having them clean it up, I was fighting to get my ass back out on the field. And that's a true football player that wants to be there, is I can't let my teammates go down. And I can guarantee you that DeMarvion Overshown, seeing what's going on with this defense that is literally the worst in just about every statistical category, he wants to get out there and save them. And this is where you have to protect him from himself. So look at this as, yeah, it's bad news that Cooper Beebe's hurt. It's bad news that Tyler Booker's hurt. It's bad news that CeeDee Lamb's hurt. It's bad news that Tyler Guyton's hurt. But these younger guys are playing well and getting experience. And that's the good thing that you have to take away from this. Now, tomorrow, we got the Jets. And everybody's talking about Justin Fields. He's going to go off on you. Well, here's the good thing, is Matt Eberflus, he definitely knows that guy. That was his quarterback with the Bears. And so hopefully, for once this season, the Cowboys can get a good defensive performance. Here's the crazy thing. We could be in second place in our division, or we could be in last place in our division by the end of the day tomorrow. The Commanders, they take on the Chargers, and Momo thinks, no problem, we got this win. Jalen Daniels is back, and as Momo said, he won't have a sophomore slump. Yeah, okay. He's missed half the game so far this season. He's coming back from injury, and that defense, Washington, almost as bad as ours. You've got the Giants playing against Kellen Moore in New Orleans, and New Orleans is just bad. New Orleans, if I'm Kellen Moore, I'm looking to sell as many pieces for scrap. Start trying to make some trades so you can get some draft picks for the future. It's very conceivable that they win. The Eagles, of course, are playing Denver. A lot of people are picking Denver on that one. I would love. There's nothing I'd love to see more than the Eagles. But regardless of what happens to the Eagles tomorrow, they'll still be in first place. If we get a win and Washington loses, we're in second place. If the Giants win, which is pretty likely against New Orleans, and we lose, we're in the basement. So this is a must-win game for us. And hopefully we'll get that. Games start early tomorrow, 9:30. I forgot who's playing. Texans in Baltimore. Is it Texans in Baltimore? Yeah, Texans in Baltimore at 9:30. So we're going to start out live streaming first thing in the morning. And we'll see how many of you guys stay with us all day. All day. I'll be doing some cooking in the kitchen and stuff. So hopefully you tune in. All right, you good people. As always, listen. Don't let your anger screw your life up. Don't let it happen. I don't know what exactly happened with Mark Sanchez, but now he's got 3 misdemeanors. Probably his job, because his hosting, part of Sunday football, which is why he was in Indianapolis. He ain't doing that tomorrow, and he's under arrest, and he's stabbed. How's that anger thing working out for some of y'all? Sometimes you just gotta walk away. And people, remember, keep your loved ones close. And make sure they know how you feel about it, because this world is crazy and you just don't know. As always, people, I appreciate y'all. And God willing, we'll see some good football tomorrow, but the Cowboys win.